Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Blackjack and Hookers as Castile in Europa Universalis IV. Soon to be Spain. Eventually, we're going to do that. For now, though, let's see how are we doing on force limit. We're going to go ahead and see if we've got room. Got room for 2 more ships. Let's do that. Our truce with Morocco is almost up, so we're going to demand some more territory from them soon. Assuming that they will say yes, which they should. As soon as we get a diplomat free. Probably the one that's working on the Papal State. Military advisor, we'll go with level 1. We're still kind of having some financial issues. We're making 20 ducats a month now. It's pretty good. I stopped supporting... Okay, I changed a few things between episodes. Aragon's currently not loyal. Right now, I turned off the support loyalists because it was costing a lot of money and because I don't need them to be loyal right now since we're not at war. I enabled embargo rivals on all of our guys. I diverted trade from our protectorates because screw them. And yeah, and so we're making some more money now, which is good. 20.45 ducats, pretty good stuff. We've got a little bit of war exhaustion. We've got some disasters building up. You know, reasons, things. Wait till January. This diplomat will come home, and then we'll fabricate a claim on Garb and threaten Morocco. They don't even have any allies right now. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups now. Weird. The Jolofian separatists are a little bit upset with me because I just took over some of their land. If war exhaustion comes down, it's possible we might avoid that rebellion. I could send some troops down there, but that would require work, and I don't want to do that. Okay, Mr. Papal State, come on home. Keep an eye on that 80%. We want Garb, I think, since it's not going to be considered distant overseas. How are our estates looking? Still have this issue with the burghers. We have recruited minister. It's going to expire in 61. We've got New World colonization rights expiring in 60, January. So if we can hold off till January on that disaster, which we definitely can, then we're totally fine. Peasants' War, we just need to get our manpower back. Internal conflicts, we need to have unrest lower than 0, which will happen with about 4 months of war exhaustion ticking down. So no real concern with that one either. Oh hey, the Catholic League. Right, we're at peace. Let's join the Catholic League. Yeah. Yeah. France joins the Protestant League. Even though he's a Catholic, he's like, I hate you, Castile. I hate you so much, I'm going to join the wrong league. Let me guess, if the Ottomans joined the Protestant League? They have not joined the Protestant League. Weird. Usually they do stick their neck into it. Where it doesn't belong. Now, interestingly, Aragon actually has 55 force limit because I took full quantity. They have 53,000 troops, and I only have 49,000 troops. Aragon, our union member, has more troops than we do. Despite being smaller than we are, that full quantity, that does some stuff right there. Croatia 8 Ragusa. No, rather, looks like... Yeah. Croatia 8 Ragusa. Alright, very well. Aragon, looks like Austria got an heir. Albrecht von Habsburg. And he continues to not know where to put his trade capital. Well, travel time is really long. I think I'm going to go for something in this colonial region that's going to be easier to get to. 298 days. That's pretty decent development. Sure. What to do with these diplomats? Suppose we could improve relations with the Netherlands. Even though we know they're going to be colonial, most likely. Administrative. Defensive, innovative. So not colonial yet. 90% on the Jolofian separatists. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to come down here and take care of it. Sine is the problem. We'll have to raise maintenance for a little bit for that. We have enough money to build some more buildings, or we could try to do some more colonies. I'm leaning towards buildings right now. You know, docks would be great. Especially if autonomy is low. Yeah, these ones. These all look good. We also steal land from you. Can't take your capital. But if I steal Castile, you'll move your capital. Is Castile distant overseas? It is not, in fact. Yes, none of it is. Up to Terry. I think I'd rather just take Dara, though. Okay, we will raise maintenance to try to avoid this rebellion. They're only upset because we don't actually have any issue at all now. Negative 0.9, so we can lower it a little bit. Not much, but some. Spy offense guy seems totally fine to me. Take Diplotech, we shall. Trade efficiency. We have access to the brig now, apparently. Better transport. Disputed succession with Scotland. Interesting. Well, I mean, he is somebody that I would love to get in under my thing. I mean, right now on Monarch Death, there's a succession war. I mean, we're going to do the royal marriage, I think. We've had this relationship forever. I'm probably not going to give it up. I'm just going to keep paying for it because I don't want England to be able to form Great Britain. I just don't want them to, you know, to feel good about themselves. Now on your death, succession war between us and Denmark. Ha! Oh man, that would be great. Of course, he's very young, so the chances of it actually happening are very small. But that's okay. Alright, the Jolofians are at 60% now. That's probably going to be enough. Alright, how is our taxation looking on you right now? We're at 21% already. I need to decide early on how high I'm willing to take tariffs. The current tariff rate's 21%, right? But the actual... Sorry, the current tariff rate is 15%. The tariff efficiency is 21.7. The way that affects Liberty Desire is tariffs is just going to be 15. So the multipliers are great, but the 15 is flat. So I don't think we want to go really much beyond like 20%. I mean, getting more monarch points is always great, but I just know that eventually we're going to have issues with this. I'll have to constantly be improving relations with everyone and sacrificing prestige and all kinds of nonsense, which will be stupid. The burghers are finally losing some influence, thank goodness. So there goes that disaster. Gaining their loyalty back up to 40% is a long way to go. Excuse me, I believe you have land that I want. Thank you. 171 points, wow. Well, it is what it is. Now I think we've bought enough time that even though Sine is going to come back up, it's probably not going to be a rebellion. Getting really high in military points. Holy crap, are we ahead of time on military? Holy crap. How did this happen? We need to do a military idea group like pronto. But we're 10 years ahead of time. There's just no way I can make it happen. Looks like it's gonna have to be military development. All right. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. 512. Yeah, that's pretty appealing actually. Let's see where else we can find it. $460s, 512s. If we could get the burgers to like us first, that would be preferred. Okay, now there's Bohemia with an issue. I wonder. There's just like nothing I can do to get their loyalty up aside from granting them more land, and I don't want to give them land. They've been jerks. So we're going to lose recruited minister in next year, November of next year. Then the following year we lose robber barons chastised. I mean, I could afford to give them some land. Tafiel alt. It's a gold mine. Trade power would probably be the way to go. Taxes is kind of silly. It's not going to work. And then manpower also doesn't really make a lot of sense. Although it does have... Well, no. I think we do trade power. That should bump that up a little bit for a little while. Doesn't really make a huge difference, but... Alright, we gotta improve relations with people again. Papal State Man, we'll top off relations with you yet again. We will probably want to go work on our colonial nations. I think it's a good idea to just try to keep these guys high, because eventually there's going to be issues. Hey Tlemcen, you want to give me some land? Ah crap, forgot to spend my points. Well, despite the fact that they are disloyal, I think that we will find some 400 plus guys like you. And we'll do a couple clicks. Couple clicks there. Couple clicks here. And we're good for now. Good for a little while. Ideally, we don't want to click too much while we have estates that are disloyal. And that development just threw the math off, apparently. Now they're upset because they don't have enough control of territory. The development couldn't possibly have done that, could it? Really? Alright, fine. What do you want? You know what I want is administrative points. Thank you. I need to get you up to 75 influence. We're just gonna keep on riding this, I think. If I could do it to you again, I would as well. I'm not nice to my estates, am I? No, I'm not. But now we have admin points. Now we can core this. So I think we do threaten for war. Take some land. Continuing to pick up aggressive expansion left and right, for reasons. Threat and war is quite useful against these guys. The aggressive expansion is high, but it's against the Muslim religious group, so we don't really care about that. Right, and then as far as estates go, why don't we give this one to the clergy? Or would it be better to have given Garb, possibly? Raises their loyalty to 33.9. This also takes their influence above 80. But they have a modifier expiring in 62, which will be fine. Let's give them a province. Actually, it raises unrest because they're so upset. Also, somebody commented on the subreddit a while back that apparently the rebellions were changed in like the second patch after they introduced estates, and they only rebel if they are disloyal. And I did not know that. I did not, but now I know. So it's all good. Let's fabricate on Castile. Our colonies are doing fine. They're growing. Got 5 cores coming in. Dominance of the clergy is happening. We have disloyal subjects, but that's to be expected. Aragon's getting kind of high. Not a big deal. They have pretty high relative power. They really do. They have more troops than I do, so. But I could always just support their what's it called? Support loyalists and disable embargo rivals, and then they'll fight for us. Although we should probably improve relations with them a little bit more. They're even upset about my aggressive expansion, huh? What do you know? I guess they're getting the full aggressive expansion from me threatening war. That seems strange to anyone else. And every single one in our nation is disloyal. That's great. It's wonderful. That's how you know that you're doing a good job, is when everyone hates you equally. Oh, it's funny. It is funny. Don't. It is. Just trust me. What kind of general did we get anyway? Oh, 014. Really? That's what I paid for, is a 014? You're kidding. Alright, we're going to continue to build docks. With our income. Good to see the cores are coming in. Yeah, another free diplomat. Looks like Scotland got their heir, unfortunately. James Stewart, this is a stupid 0-year-old. Ottomans just peaced out with Austria. Austria took... I should have read that deal. Shoot. Austria... I mean, you can still pause it. It was on the screen for a second. So pause the video, go read the deal. Austria took a province? Is that it? Really? There's no way that's all they took, right? They took it for themselves. Yeah, I think so, sure. Wait. Wait. Okay, Austria took that province, and now Byzantium exists. That's what the peace deal was. Holy crap. Obviously, they're not going to accept an alliance. Huh. Well, that's one way to take quite a big chunk out of the Ottomans. I can't believe they spent that many Diplo points to make that happen. It's so inefficient, you know? Also, we're capped out on monarch points again. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of like always trying to find the most efficient one. I'm just going to always default to the smallest development cost. Because eventually I'm going to build barracks. It's what's going to end up happening. And the only reason that they're different, the only reason that this one is worse than, say... Let's find the one that's actually good. Doesn't tell you why. 85%, 35%. It's the only difference between these two, is the barracks. So it doesn't even matter. Except for Vizcaya, which is apparently lower. Probably because it's not an accepted culture, it's the same culture group. But eventually that will be accepted as well when we form Spain. So yeah. We're just gonna go with the cheapest ones. It's just so much faster and easier that way too. Cristobal is dead. 79.1. Wow. That's good to see. Alright, now over here. It's Colonial. I think we'll just colonize adjacent to this guy. Speed them both up. Fast to arrive, fast to start. England will renounce their claims on Calais. They will annul their treaties with Holland. Netherlands suffers. Yeah, Netherlands is free. Probably had a lot of support from other countries. The burghers have lost more influence. Good. That's good since they're negative right now. Royal marriage offer from Poland. We're gonna have to decline that right now because I'd like to keep my legitimacy high. And because there's no chance for really getting what I want out of you, so. End of the claim on Tlemcen. Truces. We have a truce with Mali until 63, so next year we could steal land from them, assuming that they would say yes. They probably won't yet, because it's been so recent since we stole land from them, but let's fabricate on Gabu. Eventually they'll say yes. Hey, it's Fernando, the 633. Good deal. I like it. Our income is pretty solid right now, even though we're paying lots of ducats for forts. We're also still subsidizing Castilian the levy. In time, many of the everyday occurrences in the life of our queen and her predecessors has become the subject of ceremony. Being able to attend the bedroom of the ruler as she dresses, for instance, is considered by many to be the best way to gain the ear of the queen. A little bit of, you know, peekaboo or something, I don't know. An elaborate court life will certainly limit the power of our nobles to plot against us in their countryside properties, but it could also prove quite expensive. Denying them the right to be part of the daily life of our queen entirely, on the other hand, would also limit their influence, but the nobility would likely resent it. So you're saying that they're all just peeking toms, they're just spying on us. An elaborate and lengthy ceremony for the most influential. Well, we can't afford to give them any more influence at the moment. Having them lose loyalty is unfortunate. Having them lose other loyalty is even more unfortunate. Having them lose influence could be good. Ugh. National tax modifier minus 25. There's no way. Let's just keep it at a modest level. Your loyalty will come back eventually. Alright. What the hell? How in the hell did you go up to 89% from there? There must have been a modifier that dropped off. A negative modifier, actually. You control just way too many provinces is what it comes down to, I think. Diet held and granted generalship, but 40% from controlled provinces? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take some of your land back, man. I gotta stop demanding so many monarch points from them. That's the real problem. That's where it's all coming. That's where all the issues are coming from. But there's no real risk of the disaster for quite a while. Only 4% per month, so it's 25 months. We have 2 years to deal with it. For now, I'm going to take a break here. But I do look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you soon.